The boy who carried the rain. For generations, the people of Kumbi spoke of a season when the rain disappeared. The rivers grew smaller each day. The fields turned dry and brown. Farmers looked to the sky and waited. Mothers carried nearly empty water pots. Children sat beneath the great baobab tree, hoping the clouds would return. Among them lived a kind young boy named Tande. Though he had little of his own, he always found ways to help others. He carried water for the elderly. He shared food with hungry neighbors. And whenever someone lost hope, Tande offered a smile. One evening, as the sun painted the sky with shades of gold and orange, Tande wandered beyond the village. A cool breeze guided him into an ancient forest. The deeper he walked, the quieter the world became. Soon, he stood before the largest baobab tree he had ever seen. Its roots stretched across the earth like the arms of an old guardian. There, resting beneath the tree, was a beautiful calabash carved with mysterious symbols. As Tande stepped closer, a soft light surrounded it. Then, before his eyes, a wise spirit elder appeared. Her face was gentle, her voice was calm. She looked at Tande and smiled. "My child," she said, "this calabash carries the blessing of rain." Tande listened carefully. "You must take it to the sacred hill before sunrise." The spirit paused. "But you must not speak a single word along the journey." Tande nodded. He accepted the task without hesitation. The spirit slowly faded into the evening air. Holding the calabash carefully, Tande hurried back to Kumbi. The villagers gathered around him. Though he remained silent, they sensed something extraordinary had happened. Hope returned to their hearts. For the first time in many months, smiles appeared across the village. Before leaving, Tande's little sister Amina wrapped her arms around him. She wished him luck. Then the journey began. Under the glow of the moon, Tande walked across the open grasslands. The sacred hill stood far away in the distance. Along the path, travelers greeted him. Merchants invited him to rest. Children tried to make him laugh. Again and again, people spoke to him. But Tande remembered his promise. He simply smiled and continued forward. Step after step, hour after hour, the night grew deeper, yet he never stopped. As dawn slowly approached, Tande finally saw the sacred hill. His heart filled with hope. He was so close, just a little farther. Then suddenly, he heard a voice, a familiar voice. "Tande!" It was Amina, his little sister. Worried that her brother had not returned, she had wandered into the forest searching for him. Now she was lost among the mist-covered paths. "Brother, where are you?" she called. Tande froze. The sacred hill was only moments away, but so was his frightened sister. For a moment, he stood in silence. Then he made his choice. Without hesitation, he followed her voice into the forest, through the trees, across winding paths, until at last he found her. Amina ran toward him with tears in her eyes. She was scared and alone. Tande knelt beside her, and for the first time since beginning his journey, he spoke. "Amina, I'm here." The glow of the calabash slowly faded. Tande lowered his head. He believed he had failed, but none of that mattered now. His sister was safe. Hand in hand, they walked together toward home. Then something remarkable happened. A cool wind swept across the land. Dark clouds gathered above the village. The spirit elder appeared once more. She smiled warmly. "My child," she said, "the true test was never about silence." Tande looked up. The true test was kindness. A single drop of rain touched the earth, then another and another. Soon, rain poured across the fields of Kumbi. The villagers laughed and danced beneath the falling water. Children splashed through puddles. Farmers raised their hands toward the sky. The thirsty earth drank deeply once more. And in the middle of it all stood Tande and Amina, together, smiling beneath the rain. From that day forward, the people of Kumbi remembered an important lesson, a lesson greater than magic, a lesson greater than any treasure. For they learned that true strength is found in a caring heart, and that sometimes the greatest blessing comes from choosing love
when it matters most. And so, whenever the rain returned to Kumbi, the villagers would smile and tell the story of the boy who carried the rain.